Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to a brand new edition of the Casual Collector Show. And what we have here is Mattel's Hall of Champions line, featuring Eddie Guerrero and his WCW Cruiserweight Championship circa 1997. Now, if you guys don't know, let me zoom in up here. If you guys don't know, I am a big fan of Eddie Guerrero, real big fan. And, you know, if you guys know the story, it's unfortunate that we lost a legend many years ago. But let's get on to the packaging of this box here real quick. So this is the front of the box here. Have Eddie Guerrero's Championship Cruiserweight belt. Nothing special about the box. We have his picture right here. This is Eddie Guerrero, Viva la Raza. I'm saying that so wrong. This is the back of the box here. And these are the rest of the figures in the line. So we have The Undertaker, 1999. We have Batista, 2005. Rikishi, 2000, and Eddie Guerrero. Now, it's funny to note that I had no idea Rikishi was the Intercontinental Champion. I thought he was a tag team champion multiple times. Had no recollection of that. And then, of course, we have The Undertaker here with the tag team champion. I gotta see. He's holding two belts there. I gotta see who was his partner at the time. Could have been Kane, but this was 1999. It's probably Kane. Alright, so this is the packaging here. Let's crack this son of a gun open and see if this is the best Eddie Guerrero figure to date. And boom! We have our Eddie Guerrero. Now, taking a closer look here, he does come with this this stand here, and this is for the WWE ring, which I don't have, but it's pretty neat. You can just snap that bad boy on right there, and you can have him do some crazy things here, I guess. That's that accessory. Let's take a look at the belt. And I love when the figures come with the belt. Let's see. Let's get a detailed look on this bad boy. Now, this is the Cruiserweight Championship WCW belt. So, of course, we're not going to get the WCW logo on it. We're going to get the WWE logo. But this is the belt here. I've always liked the texture that mimics leather on these belts. I always dig that. Let's take a look at the back. Now, I kind of wish the back here's a little damaged. I don't know. I kind of wish this stood flush, like just flat, the back pieces. Because then you minimize the risk of it scratching the figure. You can tell some of that is wearing off already, and this been chipped. Okay. This is a good title. Nice detail. Look at the side plates here. I don't have the proper camera lens, but that's a ring there. That's nice. Okay. And it's the same on the opposite side, of course. All right. Now, I've noticed the belt here is the old WWE logo there. So it's not an updated belt yet. Maybe we'll see that down the line with a new Rey Mysterio, since Rey Mysterio is reportedly back in the company. Let's take a look at the man himself, Eddie Guerrero. Now let's take a look at that head sculpt there. And I gotta say, this is a fantastic head sculpt. These guys always pull off a beautiful, when it comes to Eddie Guerrero, I'm a big fan, but when it comes to Eddie Guerrero, his sculpts have never been, lacking at all. It's always, on point. They have his mullet here. Now, with the Mattel figures, you don't get any form of shading. You do get, some awesome paint deco, but you don't get any form of shading. Maybe you might see some in the hair every now and then, but it's very, very, very rare. You don't get any of that. Let's take a look here at the torso, of course. Nice. Take a look at the back here. Very nice. Everything lines up just like how he was wearing this attire back in 1997. Let's see if we can line that up here. Nice. And then you got his boots. Knee pads. I do like the fact that the knee pads here have a cut in them, so when you're posing these figures, it's easier to bend the knees. Unlike, you know, when you're rocking, take this Chris Jericho here for a second. There's no cut there, so you're gonna have to finagle that knee pad. But yeah, nice boots. That's the underside of the foot. Nothing too crazy with this one. Let's go through the points of articulation real quick. We're going to use that Chris Jericho later for a size comparison. So with these figures, you always get head rotation. Let's bring that up. You get head rotation. Yeah, there we go, head rotation. This one is it's impeded. I got to be careful with Eddie Guerrero figures. I have a real bad luck with them. You do get, a little bit of, head swiveling here. It's not going to rotate all the way, but you do get head rotation if you want to take a gander at that. Zoom that in. You get a full 360 shoulder swivel, shoulder rotation, upper biceps rotation, single jointed elbow, wrist rotation, up and down, of course. You do get ab crunch. He can move forward that much, and he can move backward that much. I notice this little, his torso is a little wobbly. I don't know if you can hear that. It's a little wobbly, but that's fine. You get upper thigh rotation up here. His leg kicks out about that much, of course. And it moves about that much backwards. Not too much. Double jointed knees, of course. And boot rotation. Ankle is frozen, of course, but you got some, not at all. Barely any give. Like I said before, the Mattel figures, at least the Elite line, ankles are always frozen. I am telling you, it's a shame. But as you can see, though, the knee pad, though, doesn't hinder, and it covers some of that joint. It's still exposed, of course, but not bad. And I'm surprised this Eddie Guerrero hasn't broke on me yet. I am in love. I do have two more Eddie Guerreros. I have Eddie Guerrero while he was with China, when he did his China run, and I do have Eddie Guerrero when he had his hair short, and I think he was rocking the orange tights. Now, of course, we're going to do a little size comparison of our man, Eddie Guerrero, with, of course, the Elite Chris Jericho, which came with the list of Jericho, and he also came with a microphone, which, I lost it. Anyway, you can see these guys stand about the same height, and here's a little size comparison. Eddie Guerrero stands about 6.5 inches. As for Chris Jericho, does that look shorter? Maybe because of Eddie's hair. That's crazy. Now, I can tell you for a fact that Chris Jericho and Eddie Guerrero aren't the same height. Or at least, yeah, they're not the same height. So that's a little jarring. Anyway, so this is it. Eddie Guerrero with 1997 Cruiserweight Championship attire. And of course, he comes with the belt. Let's put this belt on him. And boom, we have Eddie Guerrero in his WCW Cruiserweight Championship attire. And I gotta say, this guy looks phenomenal. Eddie Guerrero figures never, ever, ever, ever disappoint. Man, especially since he's one of my favorite wrestlers of all time, I gotta say, this figure came out clean. The paint applications, clean as a whistle. His face, oh, every time they do his face, you know, it just brings back memory, and it's unfortunate, like I said before, it's just sad that we actually lost this legend. Man, if he was still around, he would have still been on top of the game. But anyway, if you like this video, please give it a like. And if you don't like it, like I said before, keep it to yourself. And also consider on subscribing to the channel for more WWE figures and Legends, Marvel Legends figures coming soon. So I would highly appreciate it if you hit that sub button and hit that like button. Anyway, this is John from the Casual Collector Show saying, catch you later. Wow.